Hey everybody, it's Beth, and today I'm making a cute little fall shelf sitter. I used this love sign from Dollar Tree, the wooden beads I didn't end up using, a small dowel, 9 of these wooden biscuits I got from Amazon, white chalk paint, castle color chalk paint, sage color chalk paint, and burnt umber acrylic paint, and Spanish moss. First thing I did was remove that little love word from the inside of it and sanded it down to make sure it was nice and smooth before I painted it. And I painted the entire sign except for the very back with the castle color chalk paint, and I did 2 coats. Next, I took the sage color chalk paint and painted all of the little biscuits. And I did the front of them and then the sides. And I did 2 coats of those as well. And then I used the burnt umber acrylic paint to paint that little dowel. And then once everything was dry, I set the biscuits inside the sign. I lined up 6 of them. And once I had them all straight and where I wanted them to go, I just attached them using the hot glue. And originally I was going to use those wooden beads to make like a hanger and use that sage color to paint them. But I decided on it being a shelf sitter instead of hanging. And so on this part, I messed up. I added this top biscuit to the first little pumpkin I'm making before adding in my stem, but I'll go back and fix that later. So I just hot glued the stem and put it in between 2 of the biscuits. And then that last little stem, I had to cut it down so I could maneuver it in there, and just added a tiny bit of hot glue and carefully just placed it underneath that top biscuit to glue that one down. And then for the other ones, I just took the other 2 biscuits and hot glued those right to the center of the other 2. And I just used my heating tool to get rid of all those little hot glue strings. And then I took the white chalk paint and kind of lightly brushed little lines on the edges of all of the visible parts of the biscuits, just to make them look more like pumpkins. And then the last thing I did was took some of the Spanish moss and hot glued it to the very bottom of the inside of that sign, right below the little pumpkins. And here it is all finished. I think it turned out super adorable. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.